Now, as far as I'm concerned, Hollow Knight was one of the best games of 2018. I managed to play about 30 hours of it on the Switch without even feeling like I blinked. I know some people will be looking at these AAA games with more modern styles of graphics and saying, how can I be talking about something like Hollow Knight as if it's better? Well, I'm sorry, but it simply is. Yes, it might not have the most advanced graphics, but the game has a beautiful art style, simply perfect sound that fits in with its art and its world building, and gameplay that is simply top notch. For those that haven't played it, it's essentially what you would call a Metroidvania game. For those who are unaware of this term, it means it's a sort of action platformer with fighting in, where you're constantly finding new abilities which will help you to find new places and new things to do in the world around you. So possibly there'll be a ledge you'll see and you can't quite jump up to it, but then you'll find something that lets you jump higher, and later in the game you'll get this ability to jump higher and you'll think, oh, that ledge from a while ago, I can go back and I can get up there now. And you'll constantly be getting new abilities like that and remembering things that you could almost do but couldn't. And it gives the game a great sense of exploration. It has a huge world, but it doesn't feel unmanageably big. It's large and varied, but feels so alive and full of character. The game has a very believable, very consistent world, which looks and feels just right. And the controls are perfect. Once you're used to them, you can do so much in the game and you feel so empowered. But the game in places can be hard, but not stupidly so. For me, it's got the challenge just pitched right. It's just pitched so that you're playing to your hardest, your head's full tilt down, you're really going for it, but you're never too frustrated. And you always feel like you can get a little bit further next time you play, and you can develop your skills. And just as a game, I felt that I could pick it up and spend 10 minutes going from one bit of it to another, or I could play it for hours. It had great power to draw me in and keep me playing, but I also felt like if I just picked it up for 5 minutes and made a little bit of progress, then I was still doing well. Which, as me playing it on the Switch in handheld mode, was great. It really is the game that made me use my Switch more than anything else has so far. Two more great things I have to say about this game. One of them is that it never overbabies you. You're given a basic introduction to it and you're just left to find your own way. You don't feel like you're being talked down to. And in a world where you can get games that have such sloggy introductions, this feels great. You get in there. Another thing is the game has an amazing amount of lore. There's so much detail there if you pick and read and talk and look. It's just astounding. It really does make it feel like such a full world in game. This game to me is nigh on perfect. If I was going to give any game I've played this year a 10 out of 10, it would be Hollow Knight. I decided to use the trailer footage for this review as so much of the game is about discovery, and I didn't want to show anything that hadn't already been given away. If you haven't tried this game yet, then please try it. It's an excellent game and the team behind it deserve all the credit and all the profit from this game they can get. That's me signing out. Thank you very much. Keep on gaming.